Need to finish getting dressed. So gonna be a sec before I start. Doing Felfrey? How you doing, sweetheart? Oh, hey, Bad Road. I'm in yeah, it was 50 heads, something like that. It does kind of the Eidolon form does. It's got a lot of heads and limbs, and then it turns into a thing where the heads are a Gatling gun. It's a really cool design. How do you pronounce hecaton? Heck, hecat. I keep wanting to say hecatonker. Remember, it does not have a French, or it does not. It's not pronounced as though it were French, despite that the word looks French. A hackathon chair. I think so. I think it does. Okay, there's Final Fantasy 13. Remember to turn on your controller before you start up the game. There, I did it. Hackatonkier. Okay. Let's get this going. Switch windows. Ooh, I've got this ache on my left side that I know is from eating too much and then sleeping on that side. It'll be better by tomorrow, I'm sure. I also just took a migraine pill because this is just what a day. Wild, because the way we spell it in our pseudo-Roman alphabet, it really looks French. Hecaton Kyrie. Hecaton Kyre? Hecatonker. You know how to read Greek? I do not off the top of my head. Almost ready to go. We got this cool video. So, Square Enix did put copyright strikes, or not copyright strikes, but muted audio Kingdom Hearts 3 streams. And I think we're fine because of what it says to say, hey, we have the right to stream this with this music and we're not doing it primarily to listen to the music. I believe we can just send back an appeal, and that should work. Looking for an IPA transcription. Well, you got to go to the liquor store for that. Just a warning to people with certain genetic marker, they taste like cough syrup and pine needles. That's my joke. That's my alcohol joke. Okay. Let's rock. One of our food cards didn't send a text message like it was supposed to, but I checked it and it did load, so I don't know what that's about. Let's see. Yeah, I'm glad this isn't Kingdom Hearts 3. I wouldn't be able to bring up this big map. The missions list. Jeez. Yeah, missions list. What's our next mission? 19. Did we do 19 yet? Oh, we did 18. So 19 is at Solia Springs, Ceiling of Sky. And then the mark is at the subterranean lake. I guess we're just gonna head on forward until we reach Celia Springs, which is likely at the other end of this big mining contraption. Also note the International Phonetics Association, the group who made and update the International Phonetic Alphabet, didn't think there would be any problems with having their name and the alphabet have the same acronym. Love it. Oh, shit. Tired, small beer, inspired, infinitesimal pale ale. Very nice. So, I think it's weird that IPAs became so popular, especially with hipsters over the past 5 or 6 years, because IPAs were literally made by the British to be beer that tasted like shit but would keep on an ocean voyage. So I don't understand why anyone likes them, but I guess I'm glad they do.
Wait!
I mean, wait. You're right there. I was walking very slowly. All right, I'm gonna run then. Sorry, Vanille. You gotta keep up. Daz got stuck on a corner there. God, the party pathing is so bad in this game. Might find a lucky emblem, or a good place to search for ingredients. That's very true. A lot of food preservation methods end up making things have new flavors that people didn't like at first, but like now. That's true. It's just IPAs taste so gross to me. Aw, come on. I needed to approach that slower. Wait, what? This was where we were supposed to start. Shit.
Out of my way! Jeez! Appreciate it. Don't want to lose, do ya? You look at me. Don't get predictable.
I'm not completely convinced that a lot of the hipsters who buy IPAs actually like them anyway. Mostly because it seems to be specifically that upper middle class caste that buys them almost as a status symbol. Comes along with the whole performative poverty that hipsters do, which I despise.
Don't want to lose, do ya? Time for a change.
Here we go. Glad these three have every job role between them. I mean, they all have every job role in the game now, but it's very expensive to get started on the other ones. It's very expensive to get started on off rolls. Wow, I managed to hit RB as it died, so it showed 0 HP. Unlocks demons from Pathfinder. I'll have to check out what those are. All right, so yeah, I don't know why it switched to Relentless Assault as the immediate one.
Not a pretty sight.
Oh, it was for the what's it called? Okay, I forgot they got reset. Semi-reset after the boss fight. Go. Sewage demons, delicious. Oh my god, I used the wrong one again.
Now's our chance.
Don't use the slowest version of the animation. That's been my biggest frustration with this game. When they decide to do the full version of that animation, it uses up time. I was never good at Marble Madness. I always wanted to be. Not sure why. Just never get there. Weak to ice? No, they absorb ice. Zaz, you need to switch elements. Zaz, please switch elements. I know you have other elements. Not gonna do it, huh? That sucks. Our Ravager will help with that. That way he's not generally hitting with his weapon, he's using elemental magic. Well, I don't know, like, Final Fantasy VIII has long animations, yes, but they don't actively use up time while they're happening. Because your party members will become available, all that stuff. Sometimes it'll pause it entirely if it's an egregiously long one. This, you are actively harmed. Whoops, I forgot the cube. This one, you're actively harmed by your long animations. Ice Charm, I don't think any of them were actually 15 minutes, but they were really long and didn't have shortened versions. I think Eden was like 4 minutes or something. It was ludicrous. Also, Boost gives you something to do while you watch. Yeah, hopefully you've got a turbo button, or else you are gonna break your controller on that shit. They were trying to think of ways to make summon animations more interesting, and instead of just cutting them down, they were just like, let's just get someone to mash a button, which is just the wildest fucking idea. Final Fantasy IX had Boost, which was not a great idea. Oh right, I forgot to switch to espionage. Lost my train of thought. Final Fantasy IX had Boost, which is halfway there. But the fact that the shortened ones were actively weaker wasn't great. And had good summons. Final Fantasy XIV has good summons too. Even if they work completely differently. I still hold that, and this is a little off topic, I still hold that the best Eidolons in general, or the best thing to happen to an Eidolon in Final Fantasy, is probably Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, where they actually translated the name Exodus properly. And it's the only time they've done so, because it's become just a joke with the translation teams and devs. Got a particle accelerator. treasure around here? Almost certainly up this ramp. Hey, look, that's Shinra Tech. Adventure. That's how the cool people talk about adventures. You're right. And I'm glad that someone said it. Hidden summon, and it's 107 seconds. That's shorter than I thought. It sure seems longer. Alright, let's fight this big claw guy. Oh my god, I forgot to change our default again, didn't I? God damn it. Sure did. And we're gonna die.
All right. Eat this. Take that. Follow my lead. Keep it together.
Oh, shit. This one's gonna be rough.
It'll be okay. Keep it together.
So it is not weak to anything and takes half damage. One in which Vaughn is a real mensch. Hey, Alma. Get back to espionage real quick. Wish I had Shell. Look at all those status effects. It's like an ancient language. Painful. Not that painful, it's fine. Oh, it keeps... Oh, Steam Clean removes its status effects. Holy crap. That's what... Oh. Shit. Where... Oh, she doesn't have it. Oh, wait, that was... Right. Let's use this real quick. Hey, good, good. Re-up Zaz. Glad he's got A fire. Or, no, Zaz's status. I'm glad someone's got A fire.
Thanks. Come on, then. It'll be okay.
Thanks.
Take that. Take that. Eat this. Don't get predictable.
No. It's there. Kill Zaz, please. Thank you. There we go. Steam Clean, eh? Well, we can fix that. There we go. Launch his ass. Final Fantasy X, it's beyond age. A-Fire seems a lot better in this game than in Final Fantasy 1, in that it works. Yeah, some of the remakes have corrected some of the bugs, but I'm not sure any of them got away without introducing new horrible game-breaking bugs. Come on, almost there. Jeez, this thing is tough. Now, was there any treasure it was guarding, or was it just there to be a frustratingly difficult enemy that I beat on my first try? Weird. You would think there would be a treasure up here somewhere. Guess not. A-Fire works in Final Fantasy 1 when you cast it. It only fails on enemies because their stats are loaded into RAM at the beginning of battle, but then read straight from ROM anyway. Oh, Jesus. That's a hell of an oversight. The version of that game is unbroken, but no two seem to use the same bugs. Ain't that the truth?
What's that thing run on anyway? I gotta guess.
That's rough. Ah, come on. Rude. And I forgot to change my... Just a sec. I'm going to just exit battle real quick. I'm going to do that. And, do the Crystarium, too. Look at that. There. Espionage. Default. Go to the Crystarium and finish this up. No. Jeopardize. 20 strength. 100 HP and... Oh, not quite there. Now Vanille. Already finished Medic. I guess we'll work on Saboteur next. He has Fog and Pain. Both good spells. They're both silence, but for different types of abilities. Heard about the one where every weapon has a critical hit rate in the code, but instead of actually reading the critical hit rate when calculating damage, it's the weapon's index number. Holy shit. That's wild. What version is that in? That's really funny. That's the original. Ah. Pretty wild. I didn't know that one off the top of my head. I can tell you basically anything you want about plots, but bugs in the code are not my forte. Looks more purple here than when we thought it. I guess the lighting in the cave is weird though. Very orange. Well, with these orange lights. Come Come on, how did you see me? Oh, well, at least I have the right paradigm set up now.
Hey, you! Enough out of you. All right. Here we go. Cheers.
Well, this was a mistake. I'm glad Vanille has res. It waits until she's... Holy crap. Not enough for renew. No Phoenix Downs. Alright, might as well start over then. I knew about the one with the monster's elemental weakness. Nunchaku have a critical hit rate of 1 in 10 when they were supposed to have 1/10 of what they were supposed to. Index 1, crit rate 10. Ouch. They keep seeing me. It's always hard to tell which way the cryohedrons are facing. Why are they casting? Who cast ice on them? Who did that? Oh, this is gonna suck. Jesus, I don't like this fight in particular. There are a number of fights that I feel like are massive difficulty spikes because they didn't really think about what they were doing when they placed them. This one I'm gonna dodge. Not to be confused with Zaz's son, dodge. Ah, gotcha this time.
Follow my lead.
Or the Kansas City, dodge. Not to be confused with the car manufacturer, dodge. You know what? You're both right. No. Now go back to fighting each other, please.
Slip up.
Just want you to fight each other instead of me. What part of that is so hard?
You're mine.
we go. That's the scariest out of the way.
Keep it together.
Quit wasting my time. Don't want to lose you.
Now's our chance.
Appreciate it. Back under your rock.
Here we go. Our damage has increased. And all of our things glow purple. Ah! Ah! That was weird. I think Vanille might be a ghost. Just for a split second. Like maybe 30 frames tops. She was just a blank white piece of paper. Oh, I know I'm jinxing this by saying so, but after the badness of Cox yesterday, technicians are figuring out how to fix things and catch things. And so, our internet is working again today, without us having to make a big deal out of it. So I turned around and Zaz and Vanille were walking towards me, but Vanille was just pure white, like not even an untextured model like you'd normally see, but like flat white. The writer of Fiction and Code, a blank white piece of paper, may be the most terrifying thing I've heard about today. Oh no. I didn't know you wrote. What kind of stuff do you write? Let's see. This is a pain in the ass. Thank you, sweetheart. Alright, let's do this thing. I gotta remember that I should be hitting the big guy before paying any attention to the little ones.
Don't get predictable.
There we go. As the boxed phalanx, summoning 4, whatever they're called, hoplites every turn is way scarier than just having 3 or 4 hoplites on the field. They haven't written anything since before we met. Oh, wow. Mostly fan fiction. Very cool. Yeah, I haven't really written anything like fiction-wise since I got too sick to do Tale anymore. You miss that, but it's such hard work on my whole body. Still trying to work out ways to lower my pain, and I found a few. I've got a few things that help really take the edge off, but that's about it. And now I've got a Zomig in my system. Oh cool, another plot point. Now I've got a Zomig in my system. They take a while to kick in. And despite usually stopping my headache, they do make everything else hurt. Examining the plot point.
No way through. Man, that foul C must have been slacking. Ah! Wait!
Stop already!
Oh, hey. Forgot that Hope figured out how to drive these. Gonna get another smash everything? I don't remember. I thought there was more than one of those in the game. Oops, I hit the donate button, which is important, mind y'all. So,
Stop it! You can do it!
remember, there is a civil rights movement going on around the country and the wider world. Black Americans, people of color, are fighting for equal rights, equal treatment under the law, to not be attacked and terrorized and even murdered by the police.
Go robot guys. Good lesson for us. Not even a mighty foul C is a match for the power of teamwork. That is inspiration right there.
Save the sermons, old man. Let's hop on Trailblazer here, while we still have the chance.
Under that command I accidentally pushed the button for, those are ways you can help, so please check those out.
Time to go?
Alright, so I guess now we're gonna hop on this foul C. Word Adamus? That's not something you see every day. God, if you tried to ride Atomos in like Final Fantasy V, you'd just be compressed into something smaller than an atom. Everyone is better at driving a Magitech armor than Cyan. You are so right. Last time we went on a rampage and it worked out for the better. So that was pretty cool. I'm finding Hope a little less annoying than I did the first time I played through. Especially now, he got more character development than I remembered initially. Oh hey, this is, yeah, Celia Spring. We're here. Let's go do the quest, shall we? That they even were nice enough to give us a fast travel stone for this one. Uridimu is our mark. Uridimu. The Dimmadome. Dale Dimmadome, etc., etc. Time is of the essence. He must not defeat me in this. I must be the one to slay Uridimu at Celia Springs. We're always together, he, my princess, and I. It was he who won her love. Were he now to turn to Crystal, I fear it would break her heart, and so it must be me. Then my princess can live out her days in happiness, as a princess rightly should. Coming up here, Gaston. Alright, don't dive off when your daddy comes back in, okay? Alright, so now we've got quest number 19, the Triangle of Tragedy. Nice guys finish Crystal. I mean, honestly, everyone finishes Crystal eventually. Right, we should see if we can spot the marker. Okay, it's up ahead. Excellent. And after another plot point. Red Moon.
What you doing?
I was talking to Sarah. Just telling her that we're all gonna be okay.
No, I still find kind of annoying. Again, maybe not as annoying as I used to, but I still find him annoying.
It's so pretty. Sarah, you'd been crying, hadn't you? Back when we first met? This place was beautiful, and my focus was to destroy it.
A9, the seaside city of Bodom.
And wait to become a sea. But because I did nothing, others got dragged into this nightmare, and I was the one to blame.
I also assumed Adamus had a gyroscopically stable crew compartment.
Fine. Much better, thanks to you.
Like those bikes that are just one big wheel.
Oh, sure you don't mind. I mean, I'm not keeping you from anything, am I? Not at all. Don't worry. I could sit here for hours. Hey, Sarah. Do you think we'll meet again? We might. Sure. See, the thing is, I was chasing after someone. And there's something I really need to apologize for. But I just can't ever find the words. Gee, that's gotta be tough, huh? Yes. I even have nightmares about it. Well, if it's too much to deal with, face it later. Really? Sometimes things seem easier when you look at them from a distance, you know? But does that really work? Good question. I'll let you know.
Like Sarah.
Actually, I've been trying to keep something at a distance myself lately. Like what? Don't laugh, okay? It's a dream I had. A bad one. I dreamt I destroyed the world. It was terrifying. I needed some time alone. It had me so scared, I tried to run away. But then, my boyfriend, he came chasing after me. That's when I understood.
Aang figured it out.
Running away and leaving behind the people you care about? That isn't love.
Zaz definitely knows. I think the rest of them know too.
Safe. Shutting them out of your life only hurts them more. The point is, I have people I can count on. I'll make it through. I think you'll be fine. And you will be too. You'll find the words. I'm sure of it.
Aang's focus was to become Ragnarok, and Vanille's focus was to help her become Ragnarok.
Sorry. What else can I say?
This is why she really can't stand to think of doing
The
it.
one you should be asking, Vanille. You'll know what to say when you find your friend. You'll see.
You mean you met Sarah?
Mm-hmm. I tried to hide our focus, and she ended up on the sea. I wanted to say I was sorry, but...
Well, when we rescue her, maybe you'll get the chance.
yeah, I hope so.
Come on.
I think Sarah saw the same vision of Ragnarok that we did. Which means Daisley had to be lying when he explained her focus. I think she beat it. She handed Cocoon over to us, and that's what made her turn to Crystal.
Yep. I know.
No, I don't think you can be double Laseed. Strange fluids. Lots of them. Oh, what a good jump point. Oh, okay. There was actually an entire hole there. An entire hole. Okay. Okay, so we take a right up here.
Guess they're going for strength in numbers.
Time for another tussle.
Lassisi. Lassisi. Very nice.
Feeling nervous?
One complete hole, exactly.
You're nothing! Are you looking at me? Change of plans.
Okay, good. Just had to check. Be good. Heal up and then switch back to pure damage. Hey, Beekeeper. More in the series is like philosophy. There's a whacking lot of it. You need to know it to understand, and there's no easy entry point. The games can be taken on their own for the most part and as individual stories. You don't necessarily need to know everything about the series to enjoy it, in that you just kind of have to start at the beginning of any of the games and go from there. Hey, well, who are these fellas? A half a hole. You know, a hole that doesn't go all the way down.
You're nothing! Alright!
Okay, we have most of the data on these guys already.
Feeling nervous?
No, they cast Stop. That's not good. Stop Ansel's haste.
Cheers! Change of plan.
I mean, as long as your legs are long enough to reach the ground, you're fine, Bad Road. Each of them supposed to be happening in yet another alternate timeline. Sort of? But on the other hand, while they all share a lot of stuff in between them, they can be taken on their own as just an individual narrative. Gilgamesh is traveling between all of them, yeah. Gilgamesh has been to hundreds of worlds. Gilgamesh even went to the Chocobo's dungeon world and raced go-karts in Chocobo GP.
Hardly worth the effort.
Which is just the wildest thing to think about. Alright, so our mark is just up ahead and it's gonna be, looks like a pretty big fight. How about y'all? He'll say Greg has experienced the events of Final Fantasy V 4 times because it's had 3 re-releases. You know what? I think you are correct. Okay, we've got that guy too.
Out of my way!
Time travel too, because the entire adventure was a span of like 5 minutes. The important thing is that he was in Chocobo GP, and that's fucking canon.
Not so fast. Don't want to lose, do ya? wasting my time. Don't get predictable. Night, sunshine.
I think one of my favorite Gilgamesh appearances is still Final Fantasy XII. Just a long series of battles, and his and one of his super attacks is called Ultimate Insanity, which fits in with other games by Final Fantasy veterans, such as The Last Story, The Lost Odyssey. Ineffable fluid. I think I've made this joke before. That this fluid can simply not be effed. Moistened scales. Nice. Right. Oh yeah, locales. So now I know about Celia Springs. Bioluminescent plants represent a particular danger to unwary visitors. Their beautiful ghostly plays of light often draw in unsuspecting onlookers to the water's edge, where the area's guardian Fal'Cie is quick to strike. So, yeah. Full name stands for Vanille of the Dia clan from the village of Erba. Good info. Alright, here we go. Day 9, Serendipity. After scraping her leg in a fall on the beach, Vanille was aided by an unlikely person, Snow's fiancée, Sarah. Vanille was responsible for both Sarah and Dodge becoming l'Cie, but lacked the courage to admit the truth and beg for forgiveness from the girl standing before her. Oblivious of Vanille's involvement in events, Sarah listened to the Grand Palsian's problems and offered her encouragement. The coincidental meeting helped Vanille to make up their... Rain. The coincidental meeting helped Vanille to make up her mind. Even if it meant becoming a Sith, she couldn't bring harm to the world Sarah loved so much. Well, seems unlikely because Sarah is so heavily connected to Vanille, with or without that meeting. She met one out of a million people, or however many people are in that city. So that's why it's an unlikely meeting. Found the mark. Here's the catalyst. Wait.
Enough out of you! Left yourself open. You're nothing! Eat this!
They aren't doing much damage so far. Alright, I should cast Libra. Emu. Now we know its weakness. Why do they have different weaknesses? Huh, that's interesting. The actual mark has very different weaknesses than the other ones. That's weird, right?
Left yourself open. Follow my lead.
I mean, that's true, Valkyrie. But it wouldn't have seemed like an unlikely meeting if it had been someone who they never thought of again. lot of very strange and strong coincidences that lead them to where they are. Mission complete. We got more cobaltite. And we got some sea petal scales. Alright, what's our next mission after this? Here is our next seath stone. It's in Tygene's Tower in the Palisade, so it's quite a ways away. Also, this one apparently has no prerequisites, so even if you ignore every optional mission up to that point, you can still do it. Ah, Kobold like the code, or Kobold like the adorable little creatures. I hate rotating maps so much. Inactive stone up ahead. We're just gonna run right by, I guess. Up. Aw, he saw me at the last second. Fortunately, Thomas was alone. That's it. That's this fish's name, by the way, is Thomas. Alright, we have Libra'd them before. It was time for Thomas to leave. He had seen everything.
As if there was any doubt.
Only one of the tough ones. Yeah, they're hearing me, I think. There we go. That's what we needed. I really like the way Fang combos. Just rips her spear in half, and then just beats him to death with it. Two-headed spear. Like, they're called spears in-game. But they're more like a swallow. Or thief sword, as Zidane calls them. Hey, we both got there, Feltry. It doesn't make sense, no. It was just a very silly, probably localization problem. I have to look into what they're called in the Japanese version, and if there's a better equivalence in English.
Still with us, Cocoon? I wonder what's going on up there.
Hey, it's getting late. Let's spread the blankets out here.
How's Sarah?
Same as we left her. Feels so far away now. Sarah says she wants to talk. She'd probably prefer it if you skipped the lectures.
Giant dandelion seed.
Hey!
Once we're home, what's your plan? You're getting married, right?
What's that?
Sarah wants to know.
Don't scare me like that.
You are getting married, aren't you? Don't you let her down, you hear me?
Don't worry. This tear will be her last. I'll make sure of that.
That's all I need to know.
This is the plot, this is the subplot that I care the least about.
Don't go there.
Noah and Sarah's romance.
You're right.
Lightning being slowly less of a jerk about it.
And soon. You convinced me of that. So stay strong.
Don't worry. We'll finish this and go see her together.
I wasn't a bad person, at least he's just kind of annoying. We'll see how that goes in the sequels. I've heard some things. I can't say for sure, mind you, so I wouldn't call this spoilers, but little things I've heard about Snow, you know, doesn't seem so great. I think I am gonna do at least 13-2 after this. And if it sucks, I won't do Lightning Returns. Now, direct Final Fantasy sequels all suck in some way, kind of like direct Disney sequels. Usually the writing takes a hit, like in all the Final Fantasy sequels. Final Fantasy IV, the After Years. Just not good. I was in high school, I would have thought Snow was... And that is not a compliment. I too was a teenager once, and I've regretted it ever since. Okay, finish up this roll. Look at that. Mando complete. Until we get another level of Crystarian. Got Vendetta. be fair, I also would have thought Fang was cool, so your taste wasn't unilaterally terrible. Well, that's good. Right, she already finished her medic. Grab Fog over here. Leveling up is going a bit faster now as we progress. There's Spear Siphon. Raga. Just gonna leave those three for now. Events. Chapter 11. Speaking with Sarah. When Vanille awoke from crystal stasis, she sought to deny her focus, Cocoon's doom, by lying that she, like Fang, had lost her memory. But instead of preventing a catastrophe, she only spurred her friend into reckless action. Desperate to prevent Vanille from becoming a Seath, Fang suggested they attack a Sanctum Fal'Cie to kickstart their memories, and the tragic incident at Yuriday Gorge was the result. Separated from her friend after their escape, Vanille drifted aimlessly until she happened upon Sarah. They sure are saying friend a lot, huh? I guess Vanille's other name is Dorothy. Though Snow's fiancé thought the meeting was their first, Vanille knew exactly who Sarah was. She was the girl who had wandered into Bodum Vestige only to be turned into a l'Cie, a replacement for the Grand Pulsians who had seemingly abandoned their focus. Feeling crushed by guilt and cruel fate, Vanille would have given up there, and then had it not been for Sarah's advice that if things seemed too much to deal with, you should face them later. If you can just survive, there's always the hope that you can overcome your problems. That hope is what has kept Vanille going until now. Cousins. Fuck. Oh god, I know exactly what you're referring to in Sailor Moon. When she describes this touching interlude to Snow, the kind-hearted hero renews his promise to fulfill his beloved Sarah's wish. And Lightning, her anger now a distant memory, means to help him do it. Right. Wow, long empty path. Usually we would have run into like 12 fights by now.
We get through there. And we'll
So
be in
cool.
You're almost home.
heaven. Yep.
It doesn't exactly look like it's gonna be a leisurely stroll.
Oh, so we just head through this Fal'Cie's lair to get to Airbow, right?
What's another Fal'Cie at this point, huh?
Well, just have to kill more gods, I guess.
I don't like the looks of that.
And this is our next stone. 20. Words Unspoken. Goblin Chieftain. Taijin's Tower, the Palisades. When Father told me he was leaving us, I struck him full in the face. I can still remember the look in his eye to this day. Just as I'll never forget the way he picked himself up and left without a word. I found out later that he had turned to crystal. It pains me now to think of how I never made any attempt to understand how he suffered under the burden of his focus. That's why I must triumph over the Goblin Chieftain near Taijin's Tower, so that someday I can tell him that I'm sorry. Thank you, sweetheart. Face. Oh. It's up in the tower ahead. Or near the tower. One of those. Yeah, these guys hear you even when you're pretty far away. I love their axe-shaped heads. That's really cool. Wait. These are new ones, so I should Libra them.
All right. Eat this. And I was just getting started.
Okay, there we go. Another single axe face guy. No, usually the animals that can see very, very well off to the sides are prey animals.
All right.
Animals or raptors. You know what? You're right. I suppose this is some sort of raptor cat. Raptor cat bird. Cat bird, raptor cat bird. What's over here?
Wow. Look at that.
That is such a cool... God damn it. I was looking at stuff. Amphis Baina. Wait, now we have its weaknesses on file. Didn't already. I think we must have, because normally we wouldn't be seeing that much information after just one Libra. Reading that at least some species of mantis shrimp have 3 fovea and effectively trinocular vision in each eye. That's wild. Every time I hear something new about mantis shrimp, I wonder why they're not the dominant species on Earth.
And I was just getting started.
You can breathe underwater because it starts with Ampha. You know what? I think that makes perfect sense. Alright, here's our goblins. Oh great, there's munchkins and goblins. 2 great tastes that go great together. Okay, yeah, I've got everything. And now on this one, because there's very few ads, it's a good idea, probably, to get rid of the ads first so that they don't get upgraded. Alright, one down. Now we heal everyone. Some good explosions. I like those. Oh, these camera angles are wild. This is the most cinematic fight we've had yet. And it's against a group of little goblin dudes.
Follow my lead.
Alright, let's take out Munchkin Maestro first, because he's gonna go down quicker. Now we're just down to the Goblin Chieftain. Take a little longer, but not too bad. We used to have bats that lived in the backyard. Not so much now. It's a shame. I miss them. There was a little brown bat colony used to live in our backyard.
Hardly worth the effort.
Well, obviously, because goblins are the fantasy equivalent to rice balls. Jelly-filled are my favorite. Right, now I guess we go back this way. Our next... What and where is our next mission? 21. Titan's Tower, 2nd tier. Okay, so that's a little ways up ahead. Very glad the AI knows to put haste on the person casting haste first.
Yeah. You looking at me? Don't get predictable.
Alright, should be able to take him out now.
You're nothing. Eat this.
Trying to read espionage like it's a multi-target spell. Yeah,
This'll be fun.
I hear ya. Espionaga. How about espionage? Espionasa? No? That kind of thing. Espion Naga, there you go. Part snake, part Espion.
It's safe now.
Eerie. I want to point out that there is heavy similarity
My stomach's
between, I think this is supposed to stand out, but is easily missable. There is heavy similarity between the architecture here versus the architecture on Cocoon. Almost like there's something going on around here. But the architecture is very similar on both planets. Both worlds, you know, both thingies. Hygien's tower being guarded by 4 Odins. Come on. Both zones, there you go. Presumably, Taijin.
Huh? I'm not the only one hearing that, am I?
No, it couldn't be them. Could it?
I mean, it could be.
I don't know.
Wearing crop tops and everything.
Like voices in my head.
I hear it. Your presence here draws the tyrant's gaze. Leave this place at once.
We can't leave. This is the only way for us to get through. Please, help us.
Oh help, only upside down hands.
As you wish. Look for us, and the way will open.
Oh, now we have to look for them, so the way will open. Hey, they're playing Guitar Hero.
That was easy enough.
You never know. Could be a trap.
Could be. Don't see no stairs, though. Do you?
Nope. This is our ride. Bumpy or not.
Data log updated.
We'll get by somehow.
Monogarm. Pretty cool. Locales. Taijin's Tower. Dahaka. Alright, cool. So who's Taijin? I don't know. Not Dahaka. I guess we'll find out, though. They are each listed as an obstacle on the map. It's interesting. If there's treasure around here, and there most certainly is. Now I guess we'll just run the circle, picking up any treasure we see. Get out of here, I'm not fighting you. I'm trying to find cubes. So our trap is we put them in an elevator. You don't just want poison darts or a trapdoor, definitely an elevator. It does seem a little roundabout for a trap. Go. Another one. So many healthy cubes. That's the one we already got, so I guess now we're heading upstairs. Roundabout would be a spinning limousine. Yep, you're right. Narrated by Justin McElroy. All right, let's see. XIII stone is around here somewhere. Chapter 11 is quite long, especially if you're doing all the missions. Level up this platinum bangle. Oh, hey, it leveled up too. Ah, Cactuar doll can be sold for a premium. Or it'd be 1 XP. Perfect Conductor, on the other hand. Put that to level 8. Analog Circuit. Oh, that's not going to be enough. Particle Accelerator, that's 12,000. That'll do. No, it's 500. Ooh, gold nuggets can also be sold off. Well, 12. I guess that's good enough for right now. Right, I need to upgrade Procyons, but I don't know offhand what I need. Not something I have, unfortunately. One of the biggest troubles with this game is it doesn't tell you what you need for a lot of stuff. Ah, well.
Stay cool. Stay cool.
Sell off. Cactuar doll and gold nugget. Oh, 12K, that's not bad. Nuggets are 60,000, holy crap. Ain't not what I meant to do. I should get some more potions in Phoenix Down while I'm here. There we go. That should keep us going for a while. These things, because of how fast the combat goes, are not useful. Not even slightly. Get someone with Esuna right away. More story right here. Also a fal'Cie.
Are you toying with us?
Oh, just saying hi.
Looks like somebody's got a temper.
To continue ascending Taijin's tower, you must accept and complete missions from the 3 colossal Menhiram, the tower's 2nd tier. The route to the tower's apex will remain closed until all of the Menhiram's tasks are done. That means rock guys. I know this from reading Asterix.
Let's go take a peek.
I forgot the fal'Cie's name already. It's not Taijin. Mark, Jello-Titan. Is that like... Oh, it is. I was gonna say, is that like a Jello-Titan? And it sure as fuck is. I can see the fucking silhouette on the left. Brave soul, hear my plead, and we shall bring light to your dark path. Know that a Jello-Titan holds my power thrall within this spire. Slay it, and I shall once again be free. If you can but restore the strength of my 2 brethren and I, here on the 2nd tier, the way will be opened unto you. There have been fal'Cie that aren't one of the summons from previous games. Well, let's find out. We can just bring up the data log. Orphan. Barthandalus. So yeah, a couple. Hujata, I don't think has been in a previous game. Carbuncle, Anima, Adamus, Dahaka. Dahaka is this one. So yeah, Dahaka, Hujata, Orphan, and Barthandalus. I do not believe have been in other games. Aha! Ow. Rude.
Left yourself open.
And here are standing stones, often arranged in a circle, giving that Rohirrim are people from Rohan. Menhiram could definitely be rock people. That's what I'm saying. Also, could Kujata be named after Kuja? Possible? They don't really bear much of a... Well, maybe. When Kuja goes into trance, you know, there's some similarity there. Where is... Alright, there's our mark up ahead. If it is, in fact, Kuja's transform, I would have expected it to be a cocoon fal'Cie, though.
Don't get predictable.
So just kind of odd. Menhiram would be from Menhat. That's true. Still waiting for a logical fallacy. Very nice. And their name is intended to bring about the idea of false gods, so... False mathematics is not too far off. Oh-ho! And now you're fucked. Alright, now we know its weaknesses.
Alright! Change of plans.
There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, my brain went to math for logic, because math is generally based in logic. Mission complete. Got the speed sash. Right, now he has his sword. They kind of look like Gilgamesh. And they want their swords back. Ah, fuck. Are we working for Gilgamesh? Have we been tricked again? Ambling Bellows, the infernal machine. Isant? I don't know that word, which is wild, because I know a lot of words. Oisant soul. Heed my plea, and we shall bring light to your dark path. Know that an ambling bellows holds my power thrall within this fire. Slay it, and I shall once more be free. Sant. Okay. You can but restore the strength of my two brethren, and I, here on the second tier. The way will be opened to you. Now we gotta get to this next one. Cool. Means going backwards short distance. It's not too bad. You can stop by the save point. Wait to do this till later. It's about 7 o'clock. Well, I said earlier, there's a civil rights movement happening around the country and the wider world. Please take a look at these links. Black Americans, people of color, are still fighting for equal rights, equal treatment under the law, to not be attacked, terrorized, and even murdered by the police. These are ways you can help, including the Bail Fund Network, to help keep protesters out of jail, the Oprah Project, and the Black Trans Travel Fund, to help Black, trans, and non-binary people with food supplies and travel out of dangerous situations. And Black Hills Legal Fund, the Lakota People's Fund to take back their land to 6 grandfathers, which was stolen by white people, arbitrarily renamed Mount Rushmore, and then had some white slave owners' faces carved into the side of it. The second command, kept up to date by my lovely wife Christy, are more ways you can help. They are all current campaigns. They are all things you can do right now. So please check those out. And if none of this appeals, none of this is something that you feel is the best thing for you to do, you have search engines. There are ways you can find more ways to help. Resources, that's the word I was saying. You know anything else that needs to go here, please let my wife know. She's Christy September in chat. Remember, the Black Lives Matter, the lives of people of color matter, Indigenous lives and lands matter, and Asian and Pacific Islander lives matter. These are things that we got to keep saying and pushing and fighting for until the people all the way to the very top Not only understand and acknowledge them, but work to make them real protected truths. We'll be back in an hour and a half. As long as I don't start feeling extra crappy. Oh god, the side effects of this pill are really getting me today. Yeah, we'll see you back here in an hour and a half. The LHF. Round like a goblet.